Hello everyone and welcome back to Terra Invicta, where last time we managed to stabilise things a little bit. We got Strike Fleet repaired, we're now trying to push towards getting it a little bit more reinforced. We also started real mass production of antimatter, so we've got a load of that now. And even more coming in, so hopefully we can start doing some interesting things with antimatter tech. We also managed to take out the alien base at Vesta. We're building up to take out their station there. And on Earth we're more or less holding. We keep losing Europe but then keep recapturing it. Now, as for what we're going to be doing today, we've got a few different objectives. One is to stabilise our income. We're losing quite a lot of resources, I think, just due to the amount of upkeep that our various stations are using right now. Also want to build up a bit more, continue to hurt the enemy. Really, we're just trying to drag them down. Currently they're at 88% total strength. We need to really bring this down so that they are a lot weaker. Those are the plans, so let's get on with it. Now, the first thing I'm going to do to try evening out a lot of things is I'm going to start disbanding a lot of our fleets. Right now, the defensive fleets aren't really working out. We don't need them to defend the stations anymore. The stations are more than capable of defending themselves. And these ships aren't really capable of chasing down aliens, so really they're just taking resources and taking control cap, which is not what we want right now. So I'm actually going to start disbanding some of my fleets. So it's Mercury fleet gone. The other thing I'm going to do is start upgrading some more of our mining sites. And I'm disbanding Mars fleet. And the other thing I wanted to do was design a new class of ship. This is specifically designed to be able to try and take on enemy defense stations. So I've got a lot of frontal armor, and I've put a heavy plasma cannon Mark III on the front of it. Otherwise this is just meant to be equipped to be able to keep up with the other Vindicta class ships, so this is our new pilot class. Really meant to hit big heavy things, ideally stations is why I'm building this. So I'm going to immediately put that into production at Vesta base. Really taking control of the Southeast Asian Alliance. Nice, we've got Antimatter Plasma Core Reactor 2. I'm going to go for transnational coordination, mostly to see what the transnational management does. Quite a quick tech, as are most of them at this point. Shot one of the initiative's agents that was trying to turn Europe against me. And we've turned one of the servants' agents. Nice, we have completed antimatter propulsion. So hopefully soon we'll get some of these new techs coming in. I'm going to pivot over and do fleet logistics. Trading a little bit with Project Exodus. Nice, just to keep up good relations with them. Deep space metallurgy is complete. Okay, quite a big tech, but I'm going to start doing industrial atomic assemblers. Another one, servant shop. Nice, took a little while, but Strike Fleet managed to blow up the alien fleet that was landed on Vesta. Right, transnational coordination is done. Gonna start work on a huge tech, but it looks like a pretty amazing tech. The Pion Torch uses beam core antimatter, which I have researched, but notably this would be the highest efficiency and highest thrust engine by far that we've got. So it has more efficiency than our current super efficient engines, but it has massive amounts of thrust on top of that. So this seems like a really good end game engine. Really wanting to install this thing on a bunch of ships. is quite expensive in terms of its resources. We need 5 antimatter per tank, but we are starting to get that, so looks quite good as a way of getting some really, really rapid intercept ships. It's going to take a long while though, a year and a half to get done, but when it is, I think we're going to be designing our final class of ship. Oh wow, big battle incoming. Massive alien fleet has been put together and is intercepting Strike Fleet. This is the alien prime fleet, it's been reinforced with some other things. Okay, we're about to have a very big battle on our hands. Okay, the aliens do have a mothership in their fleet, but they've not deployed it as one of the initial ships. Strike Fleet is a little bit worse for wear, but we'll just have to see how it does here. Well, here it's all starting. Already taken out one of theirs. It's just whether we survive this initial volley or not. That's going to be the hard part. So far, so good. Taking some hits, mostly laser hits. What's getting through? We just lost one ship. We are struggling a fair bit here. Are doing damage to them, but we are taking quite a bit of damage here. I would prefer to keep my weapons pointed forward so that I can keep doing damage to the missiles as they're coming in, and so that means we are getting beaten a bit by that laser fire. They are unfortunately hitting a lot of our cruisers. Just lost another one of our dreadnoughts. Oh, and their mothership's coming on behind us. That is not an ideal thing. They're continuing to kind of harass us. We are doing a lot of damage here. Actually, their mothership is starting to come into range. I just lost another one. They are slowly drifting into us one at a time and getting annihilated as soon as they get within range. That's them out of reinforcements, at least. Oh, just lost another one. It's all of the Art class transports that are getting overwhelmed because they're spawning in on their own. Oh, damn it, they just rammed one of my ships. Okay, then here comes the last big showdown. Their mothership is getting within range of our ships. Starting to hit it with our plasma weapons, that will start to do damage. It's taking its time here. They're getting within laser range, so it's going to start to hurt them. There we go. There goes their mothership. I'm not going to make the same mistake I did last time and offer to let them withdraw, because I think that's what triggered it as being my loss, was them withdrawing, or me offering the withdrawal first. Okay, now they're offering the withdrawal. Victory for the resistance. There we go. Huge amount of resources in. Massive chunk of exotics there, and importantly, that is their fleet absolutely crippled. Some of their ships escaped. We did take heavy losses though, so no way around that. That hurt us, but it hurt them more. Yeah, that was us facing off against all of their combined fleets, including their prime fleet, which has now been really badly damaged. Okay, Strike fleet is back at base and is repairing. Stealing space traffic control from the Protectorate. Nice, we've got a lucky strike on Roulette base. Nice, that gives us more volatiles by a good shot, so that's something we really needed. Alright, shot one of the initiative.
Target neutralized.
And one of the initiative. Alright, two of our Mark 6 class Vindictors have been launched around Vesta. We lost our asset in the servants, not a big deal. Also just lost our asset in the initiative. That's the Pilar class ship has been launched. Ecological stabilization programs is done. And do the antimatter plasma core reactor 3. Nice, I managed to draw out another alien fleet. Okay, and I'm just getting the two Mark II classes to burn ahead a bit so they get prioritised. I don't mind losing them, they're more here just for a little bit of added strength. Otherwise our normal tactics of just heading straight at them, seeing what we can do. Here we go. Already doing insane amounts of damage to them. Got a new phaser-based weapons as well as the plasma weapons. And altogether these are just absolutely rinsing them. Okay, the new Mark 6 classes are definitely doing their job. Fantastic. Couple of hits on our side, their entire fleet wiped. And just chasing down one of their ships that lost fuel. Nope, took it out before we even started engaging their missiles.
The target is down.
Continuing to shoot random initiative members who are trying to undermine my countries. And turned another initiative member to our side. We've already lost our asset. And doing some more trading with humanity first, get us some more base metals. Fortunately they're out of volatiles as well. It also gives us some more rare metals, which is something we kind of need right now. Okay, munition depot blast in Denver, conducting a full investigation. And it was just a local crime syndicate, so no issues there. Nice, we got another breakthrough, that is fantastic. 16,000 science. I'm going to do that in off-world mining because we really need to increase our resource income. I didn't get any techs immediately unlocked there, but that did boost us quite a long way. We've got so many expensive techs is the issue, but no, that's boosted us nicely towards these. Should be getting Pion Torch on the 3rd of March. Scuttling the intercept fleet, because it really doesn't have the delta V to do anything useful. That does give us enough points to be able to almost put a Peeler class ship into production in Vesta. Okay, I've managed to lure out another one of the alien fleets. Fairly sizable one, still above Vesta, so let's see how we do with engaging this. Same thing as before, the Iwo Jima and the Coral Sea are going to boost ahead a little bit, just so they get prioritised. Otherwise, let's just go hit them. Well, and as normal, we really are hitting them hard. They do have a lot coming in really quickly here, actually. Some of the shots are getting through. They have hit the Lancer. Okay, the Lancer's taken a lot of damage. And we've lost it. Shit. And we've lost one of the others as well. Okay, they hurt me a bit more than I had anticipated that. We are hitting them down rather severely though. They just did a lot of damage to us first. It's tidying up the last of what they've got. We did take quite bad losses there. Okay, what's left of their fleet is withdrawing, so I'll let them go. Yeah, so we lost the Iwo Jima, which is one of the Mark II classes, so I'm not too worried about that, but we did lose the Leipzig, which was our Lancer ship, which is a bit unfortunate. They lost a lot though, we got a load more exotics in. Oh, strike fleet's repairing. Okay, we've completed industrial atomic assemblers. Gonna go on to do the Singleton virus. Gives us a massive boost to assassination missions. Okay, antimatter plasma core reactor 3 is done. That's gonna do space traffic control, get a boost to mission control, which is one of our main targets that we're doing. Okay, space traffic control is finished already. Okay. Going to do saltwater core reactor 1 mostly just because I want to see what the neutron flux driver's like. Okay, so good news, the Alpine States is merging in with the EU. Bad news is the aliens are bombarding one of my bases. Destroyed a mining complex. Yeah, they're just destroying everything because I don't get the power online in time. Shit. I put a lot of resources into that. Okay, saltwater core reactor 1 is done. So we can grab the fusion tomahawk again just to unlock some of these other engine types just in case there's anything good there. Singleton virus is complete. Again, starting to run out of text that I actually want that won't interfere with the ones I'm currently researching. I'm going to go for Greater Europa. Okay, Belarus is joining the EU, as is the Czech Republic. Fusion tokamak is done. Doing hybrid confinement fusion reactor. Hybrid confinement fusion reactor is done. Yeah, I'm gonna get exotic heat sinks just for the hell of it. Oh god damn it. There's a coup in the EU again. I thought I was keeping it under control, clearly not. It's not the end of the world anymore, but it is a real pain. Okay, we have completed fleet logistics now. Gonna start work on Titanic spacecraft. Okay, exotic heat sinks is done. Gonna follow that up with the repair bay. There's been another queue in the EU, this time servant-led. Peeler class ship has been completed. Repair bay is done already, really quick tech. Yeah, gonna grab the improved plasma cannon. In Southeast Asian Alliance, but we've got, well, we had most of Europe back. Nice, the Pion torch tech is done. On that one I'm going to pivot over to do antimatter pulse plasma core drive. It's not as good as the Pion drive tech we got, but it's a fair bit cheaper, so might want to keep that one in mind as well. Okay, so slight issue with the Pion torch drive. It is a really good drive, but the problem is that I can't use it in conjunction with the Hydron traps, which were doubling my exhaust velocity, so efficiency, so it's not as good as it looks on paper. So really, to do the kind of maneuvers we'd be doing, I'd be happier with having 2 propellant tanks, but that is 10 antimatter, and we're not really in a space to be able to do that yet. I think I probably can come up with really quite a good interceptor based on this, but I don't think building those interceptors is going to be my priority right now. I want to get Strike Fleet up and running and capable of combat again. Alright, regain control of the EU. Immediately lost control in the EU. Improved plasma cannon is done. Going to go over to independent command so our ships use less control point. Okay, now I've fully got control of the EU again. Okay, the Academy's finished heavy pulse propulsion and is now going on to Genies. Okay, Indonesia has completed a nuclear weapon test. I was not aware it was doing that, but that counts as one atrocity by me. Taken out one of the Protectorate agents. Okay, that's a second Peeler class launched around Vesta. Okay, so once again the alien fleet around Vesta is engaging my fleet. Alright, we'll just see how this goes. Alright, already starting to do some serious damage to them here. Here comes their main barrage though. Taking some hits on my side. I think I just lost a ship. Alright, trying to focus down their main ships. Oh, there we go. It's like 2 of theirs are breaking away, damaged. Yes, we lost 1. Unfortunately, that was one of our big Lancer ships. They lost a whole bunch. Really are bringing in loads of exotics here. What we really need is volatiles. We're just low on that. Alright, Greater Europa is finished. And go for operational misdirection. I think it's a bit late for us to be doing this in terms of making aliens less angry at our fleets, but I'll get it anyway. Really won't take long to do. But with Strike Fleet back at base and repairing, I think that is where we're going to take a break for this one. So all in all, we've done a pretty good job here. We have been fending off the aliens. The problem is that we're not really doing enough damage to them. Certainly need to really piece together Strike Fleet. We're really struggling to get up to a critical mass here that can take on fleets once again. And really the only resource that we need is volatiles. That's the one that's holding us up. We've got plenty of everything else. Just need to get that sorted, and then we can start churning out ships at a much better rate. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please do consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe. It all really does help. And otherwise, I hope to catch you in the next one. Until then, remember to be kind to yourselves and everyone else. Cheers.